Hello there. Welcome to the third part of this program. Yeah. I am still Talle Davidson, your tutor and your captain on this train where we're helping you to realize, organize, optimize, and monetize your multi-potentiality. I am the founder of the Talle Davidson Genius Academy, where we help individuals and organizations to harness their multi-potentiality for greater impact and profit. Okay, so in this particular module, which is module 3A, we will be focusing on helping you explore your multi-potentials and your genius domain. Now, if you know me very well, you notice that I often sign out with the statement, I believe you are a genius. A whole lot of people know me, with this sign out statement. Now, here is why I believe you are a genius. A lot of people have asked me, why do you always say that? I've been in conferences and spoken about multi-potentiality, and a lot of people at the end of the day come to me and ask me, we always hear you say, I believe you're a genius, I believe you're a genius. Why do you say so? So here is an expose on the reason I believe you are a genius. All right, now look at this picture on your screen very carefully. This is your DNA. All right, of course, deoxyribonucleic acid. That stands for your DNA. All right, now here are what your DNA carries. It carries your multi-potentials, your talents, your passions, your abilities, your gifts, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your passions. Everything is embedded in your DNA. It is actually where your potentials are seated. All right, your temperament, your personality, all of these things are in your DNA. When God was creating you, He didn't really have to put cash into your stomach and send you down to planet Earth. He put in these potentials inside of your DNA. Now look at this very clearly. Deoxyribonucleic acid. You notice the deoxyribose sugar and the phosphate group. You notice the hydrogen bond. You notice the joint of the sense in transcription process. You notice every other base, which is the adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. The science students can help me with the rest of that. Now, this is not my focus, but I want you to watch this image very well on your screen. Now, what do you recognize? What do you notice? Do you recognize this symbol at all? Somebody's thinking right now. Do you recognize this symbol? Let me take you back a little bit. All right, remember this. We started from telling you what your DNA contains. Now we show you a diagram of your DNA. Now look at this diagram. This diagram stands for infinity. All right, and look at this picture of your DNA. Does it at all tell you that there are limitless potentials in you? This shows that God wanted you to be limitless. This shows that you are limitless. There is no limit to the potentials inside of you. There is no limit to what you can achieve if you put your mind into it. All right, there is no limit to the exploits you can do with your talent, your abilities, your special gifts, your skills, your strengths, your passions and affinities. All right, and this is the reason I believe you are a genius. I believe if you focus, I believe if you're determined, I believe if you work hard at the things that you are naturally good at, you will express the genius in you. But hey, the point is you've got to be responsible. We live in a world where people like to blame other people. My uncle did not do this, especially in this part of the world, in Africa. My teacher talked me down. My high school colleagues or classmates never give me the opportunity to shine. My parents always tell me I would amount to nothing. People always passing blame to another. There's this blame cycle that is going on. But you've got to take yourself away from such attitude and character. You've got to take responsibility for your life. As a matter of fact, you've got to assume personal leadership. You've got to really assume personal leadership. You've got to understand that if you are going to succeed as a multi-potentialite, it's not dependent on the government. It is not dependent on your parents. It's not dependent on your boss if you are an employee. It doesn't depend on your brothers or your family. It doesn't depend on your environment or the country you were born in. It totally depends on you. That is what personal leadership starts from. That's where it starts from. It starts from you taking responsibility to say, hey, enough is enough. You know what? I'm more than this. I'm bigger than this. I'm beyond where I am right now. And you start looking inwards to optimize your multi-potentials. You really need to pay attention right now. Now, another reason you want to do this is because every generation is a link to the next. If you look at this picture very clearly, you see different kind of links, different kinds of metals, different kinds of links. Some are metals, some are wool, and some are plastic and all of that. Some are old metals. They represent a particular generation. You are a particular generation that is a bridge from the previous generation to the next generation. And you're supposed to play your part in helping to, pass on a legacy to the next generation. So you're supposed to stand in the gap to explore your multi-potentials, because basically your children will continue, from the place you stopped. If there are things that stopped you, they will probably struggle to continue from that place. But if there are foundations you've laid for them, if there are certain milestones you've crushed, your children will not need to crush these milestones again. Remember, we're talking about optimizing. This is the A part. So I just want to open up your minds a little bit before I get into the B part. So you need to take personal responsibility. You need to acknowledge that there is a genius in you, there is a star in you, there is a lion in you, there is a giant in you, there is a genius in you, and then you need to take responsibility in giving that genius room for expression. When you do this, you will be laying a foundation for yourself. You will be laying a good legacy on the soil that you can transfer to your next generation. Here's another thing that's stopping you. You're delegating your dreams. Yeah, look at this right here. You're delegating your dreams. Delegating your dreams is like you sitting in the back seat of your car and handing your keys to a total stranger to drive you to a destination the stranger doesn't know, but you know. You see that? So instead of you complaining and whining and delegating your dreams to other people, saying this person didn't do this for me, that person didn't do this for me, hey, sit your butt down and work on your multi-potentials. Study this course very well and apply all the things you're learning from this course. It is very important. I'm doing a serious mental irrigation here. Yeah, that's the word. Mental irrigation, paradigm irrigation for a lot of people. Leadership starts from personal responsibility. And if you x-ray the word responsibility, it simply means response to ability. So you've got to start responding to the abilities in you, to the multi-potentials in you, to the genius in you. All right. Your multiple ability needs responsibility to expose its possibilities. Your multi-potentiality needs to find expression, but that expression cannot come through unless you start being responsible. But be careful though not to abuse your multiple potentials, alright? Because it is one thing for you to be talented, and it is another thing for you to use your talents to serve a purposeful cause. Now you need to pay attention to using your multi-talents or multi-potentials purposefully, alright? Because if you use your talents, abilities, gifts, and skills to do certain things you aren't supposed to do, you have wasted them, even if you apparently succeed or record some success in these areas. These are certain things you should really note. Alright, it is irresponsibility for you to die without optimizing at least 50% of your multi-potentials. It is irresponsibility, because a whole lot of people are waiting for your light to shine so they can have visibility and direction. Your success, as a matter of fact, gives other people this psychological permission for them to succeed as well. Alright, so I'm going to close this module with this question. Are you going to rob us? Are you going to deny us of the blessedness of your multi-potentials? Are you going to deny the world of the genius in you? Are you going to rob us of that genius? Are you going to rob us of that unique solution that you carry? You need to make this decision for yourself so you can optimize your multi-potentials. Start now. Start now. Start now. Now here's your task. Alright, for module 3A, write out 10 self-limiting beliefs and excuses that have stopped you from expressing the genius in you, from exploring the multi-potentials that you have. Alright, remember, every module is intentionally crafted to take you to a place where you're able to realize, organize, optimize, and monetize your multi-potential. So do these tasks and you will be right on your way to the next module. Alright, remember, explore your multi-potentials so you can find your genius domain as well. That's the end of module 3A. You can kindly go to module 3B and I'll be waiting for you to give you the much knowledge you deserve. Alright, connect with me on any of my social media platforms and I'll be ready and willing to bring it to my world. I am Talle Davidson Amedu. I love you and I believe you are a genius. God bless you. See you on the other side.